here's Michelle, who is works with the Children's Choir. She's our operations manager. It's a very fancy title. And she's here to do the live streaming. So sing beautifully so that we can hear everything. She may turn the camera to look at your faces at any moment. You won't know when it's happening. So be prepared. Now I have 3 people on phones. Wait a second. What is happening? Kaylee, what is happening? Anaya, what is happening? Holy Moses. Just put it away. Put it in your bag. We're not going to even deal with that. That is a big, big no-no. All right, stand up. Let's do this. Roll your shoulders back. Join me, Chandler, standing. And I have 2 volunteers to lead a stretch today. Nobody wants to lead a stretch? Because you're nervous to be on camera. Go stand right where I'm standing, Elizabeth, so the people online can see you. Come on over, Alexa. All right, a second volunteer while she's setting up. Okay, and then it's going to be Ireland. Okay, lead us in a stretch, Elizabeth. Count to 15. Focus on your breath. Hi, Alexa. I'm going to have you go to that yellow cup right there, okay? Focus on your breathing in and out. Even with your hands up like this, try to relax your shoulders down. Yeah, you can walk out actually. Valeria, I'll have you come down here, honey. Right here to this red coat. Yeah, go ahead. Ireland's coming up to stretch. Ireland's going to go over there. Valeria is coming to the red cone. Ireland, walk up, walk forward. There you go. All right, Elizabeth, head on back. Yeah. On your air in and out of your bodies. Make sure your belly is filling up. Ireland, stand with us, please. Roll your head slowly forward to the other side. And pull. And reach. Roll your head forward to the side several more times. And now one hand on your sternum, one hand on your belly button. Deep breaths, please. Make sure this hand is moving in and out, and this hand is staying raised. Go ahead and take 3 breaths, deep breaths on your own. Relax your shoulders down. Relax your shoulders down. Your shoulders should not be moving. The only thing that's moving in and out or up and down, this is just moving in and out. There, you can face me, nose and toes to me. One hand on your sternum, please. Sternum is up here, Kaylee. There you go. Okay, relax your hands down. Some of you are feeling stressed out in the shoulders right now. Roll your shoulders back a few times, and then rest your shoulders back and down. This is the position that your shoulders should be in, back and down. Now, when you put your hand on your sternum, and your hand on your belly, please make sure that when you're breathing now that your shoulders do not raise. Breathe in. And repeat after me. Ha, ha, shoulders because you don't want to let your stomach hang out. I know. We're all in middle school and we're all feeling the burn about not wanting to look FAT. We don't use that word. We're not body shaming. All bodies are valuable and I want you to feel comfortable in your skin. And when you breathe, your lungs are here and your lungs have to move downward to have space, right? Is there space for your lungs to move up this way? No, there's no space. There are bones. There's a heart. There's no movement up here. Your shoulders are stuck, right? So this moving of your shoulders when you breathe really simply means you're refusing to acknowledge this is an important part of your breathing. Your lungs move downward and your guts need to be pushed out. That's why your stomach goes out. This is a flexible area. So let your stomach come out when you're breathing. Don't force it out, but let it come out. Imagine that your whole body is a pitcher. You're filling your body up with air. And let the air fall in. Keep your hands here. Let your air fall in right now. Open your mouth, open your throat, yawn shape, and just let the air fall in. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. When you're making noise, that's when your belly should go in. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Was your belly going in just as much on that ha as it did before? Or was it not going in as much? It was going in as much, it was not going in as much. Show me. You have to actually work harder to get it to go in as much. Do the ha, ha, ha. I know some of you had it the other way around. Some of you had it the other end. Look, it's doing the ha, ha, ha with us. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Are your abs flexing the whole time? Really engaged. Put your hand on there, Alexa. I want to see it's really happening. Ha, ha, ha. What pitch do you think that is? Some of you have a good estimate of what pitch that is. What's your guess? Ireland, what's your guess? You think it's a G? Anybody else have a better idea? Remember what I talked about with possibility with Ireland last week. Here's your test, Ireland. There it was. She's right. It was a G. Here we go. Ha, ha, ha. Right there. Ha, ha, ha. Are you keeping your abs flexed the whole time? Raise your hand. Are you doing yawn space? Let's go up. 1, 2, hand on your belly. Ha, ha, ha. Yawn breath. I'm hearing some people without yawn space right now. Will you reset your yawn space? Go ahead and try and yawn right now. Woo. Oh, we didn't do that. That's why. It's because we didn't do any of it. Yawn, breathe in. Yawn, breathe in. Is your yawn breath creating space here? Are you also imagining the space traveling all the way downward? Yawn breath in again. Start in the middle this time. When you went to the top, did you notice that your abdominal muscles had to flex in order to get up high? Did you notice it? Give me a thumbs up if you noticed it. If you didn't notice it, do it again and think about it this time. As you go up to the highest part, your abdominal muscles are going to need to flex. If they don't flex, then this has to do work, and that's unhealthy. Let's try it again. Yawn breath in. Make sure you provide that space. Feet shoulder width apart. Some of you are doing weird standing things. Feet shoulder width apart, Olivia. There we go. Yawn breath in. Start in the middle. Come on. Come on. Flex, flex, flex. Raise your hands if you felt your abs flex. Good news. I love it. Now we can get back into it. Here we go. Ha, ha, ha. Keep your abs flexed. Lots of space. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Keep your hand on your belly. Feel the bounce. Ha, ha, ha. Keep going. I'm still not hearing yawn space from some. I'm hearing this sound. Ha, ha, ha. Very pencil-y. That means you don't have yawn space. Ha, ha, ha. Different sound. Still sounds terrible with the microphone. Ha, ha, ha. Try it again, and. That's a little bit better. Now imagine the sound going out the roof of your mouth, through the top of your head. Feel the sound going out that way. 1, 2, yawn breath, and. Wow, that's a good sound. Keep going. Good, keep going. Yawn. Keep abs engaged. Yes, keep going. Make sure you're keeping space. Let's do this one. I want you to do this. Keep your hand on your abs. Make sure you're continuing to flex. You're going to need to flex more intensely as you go higher. And I want you to do this when you go to the high note. Boy, what a weird choice. I'm going to have your body move down when you go to a high note, right? Oh, gosh, the microphone really ran. Hand on your abs. Let's see it. Feet shoulder width apart always. Roll your shoulders back. Big breath in. Lots of air on the H sound. Ready, and. Right down here. Listen first. When I go to the higher note, this has to be more engaged. It's a tricky one. When you go higher, your tendency for most of you is to not use enough air, and so you have to close this part. If you keep this part open and you don't use enough air, when you go high, it sounds like this. Ready? If you keep this part open and you don't use enough air, we just won't hear anything. So if you choose not to use enough air, you have to close and clench here to make a tighter tube for the air to travel through, and then we'll hear something. But it sounds like this. I'm kind of closing in my throat, but the sound's coming out. So you've got to do both. You've got to make sure you're connecting here with really engaging your abdominal area, and also keep it all open. That's the combination that we really want. So work on it with me right now. Engage your air, lots of space. 1, 2, same exercise, and relax your shoulders down. Put your hands like this when you go up to the high note. Watch. Try it, and some of you are saying this. I'm closed. Make sure you open. Ready, and wow, that's beautiful. Keep going. Yes, lots of air. 2 more. Watch out that you're squeaking. Let's do this in perfect unison together. Listen around you, make sure you're listening. What am I trying to do? That. Perfect unison with each other. Listen carefully. Ready, go. Oh, some of you, what you did is you just stopped singing loudly, right? Because you were trying to listen so hard, you stopped singing. You've still got to sing so everybody else can hear you too. 1, 2, yawn breath, keep it open, and yeah, what's tricky about this exercise is that you're sort of going from a chest voice to a head voice. There's a little mix happening. And what that means is that you're feeling your resonance here. When you speak and sing in your chest voice, you feel vibration happening here. Put your hand on your chest and sing this. Ya, ya, ya. Ya, ya, ya. Do you feel your chest vibrating? Yeah. Do it again. Ya, ya, ya. Ya, ya, ya. Do you still not feel it? Maybe you're already in your head voice. And then when you go higher, your resonance and where you feel it actually starts to raise and go into your head. So this exercise is sort of forcing you to go head voice, or chest voice, head voice. And some of you want to push to get a chest voice up high. Don't push. Let it become something lighter at the top. Don't Feel your abs. Make sure your teeth are apart. That's enough for today. Thanks. You can take a seat for just a few quick announcements. So welcome to those of you who are watching live. This is our intermediate choir, which is roughly 5th through 8th grade, 5th through 9th grade. And this is a moderate-sized group today, but the space is not very acoustic. So if you can't hear us very loudly, that's why. It's because we're in a sort of an unacoustic space. Is that the word? I don't think it is.
Isn't it?
What's that, Mia?
Is it a word?
We just, you know what, let's just take linguistic liberties here. Okay, so I see you today and next week and then the week after that. So we just have 3 meetings left, including today is one of those 3 meetings. We rehearse today for the recital, we rehearse next week for the recital, and then the recital is the week after that. Oh my gosh, am I in shade back here? If I like just step back a second? Oh, no, I lost it. Where is it? There, right? I have to freeze right here. Okay. So your parents are going to come watch. This is just for people who live in your house. We can't invite any more than that because otherwise the audiences would be bigger than what safety precautions are allowing. For people who live in the area, who are close to you, who you'd love to be able to come watch you, then tell them to watch you on the 23rd, which is our virtual spring concert, which is what we've talked about. That's on Sunday, May 23rd. And people just tune in from home. We're all going to be at home. I'm going to be at home watching it with you, and I'm going to be hosting it with Ms. Oram, who's our younger choir director. And you'll just see all the 2 recordings you made. You'll see all the other choirs. I know we've been talking about this, but I want to make sure it's a little confusing what's happening for the rest of the semester. So then we do that on May 23rd, and then the Wednesday immediately following that is when we meet at the Allied Gardens pool. Now, those of you who are virtual, that doesn't apply to you. We're doing a separate party for you guys. You know that. So we're having that, and then we have a socializing opportunity later this summer already planned. On June 26th, we're going to meet at a park and just hang out. And then in August, Premier Choir, which is the choir level above you, which some of you are going to be auditioning for, has their fall retreat, which is usually an overnight, and we stay, usually it's an overnight, we stay in UCSD dorms. This fall we're staying in USD dorms, which is just the university up on the hill over here. And I'd like for intermediate choir to come spend an afternoon visiting and hanging out with Premier and Chamber choirs. I think that would be really fun. So even if you are not promoted to Premier choir, you might still be invited to hang out for a couple hours and do some hangout time. So we've got stuff planned all the way into the future, and hopefully in the fall.
Did you email our parents about it?
Yes, I did. Hopefully in the fall we will get back to being inside and or not wearing masks and or not being so far apart from each other. I imagine that in the fall we'll be able to have at least 2 of those 3 things. Closer together, maskless, inside. At least 2 of those 3 things. It would be great for all 3, but of course it...
What about performances?
And getting back to doing performances. Intermediate choir usually sings for the Nutcracker, for the San Diego Ballet. We sing the national anthem at a Padres game in the spring. We sing at Copley Symphony Hall for our spring concert. We've got a big winter concert with all of our choirs in person. And we do other performances in the meantime. So I'm really excited to getting back to doing more of those things. Yeah, Kaylee.
I have 2 questions. One of them, what are the songs going to be for the recital again?
That's coming up next.
Okay.
I'll talk about them. Ireland, did you have you have another one.
Yeah, for the hangout thing, the first one for June, is it just where we get some hangout with the students?
Just where you get to hang out with the students, period.
Alright.
Yeah, and it'll be for you and Carmel Valley. So all of intermediate choir.
It would be fun if we could do I don't know, it's not karaoke to be precise, but it's a scene kind of thing.
Kaylee, I am thrilled that you have some great ideas. At your next musicianship class, let's brainstorm some of them. Maybe you can be our social chair and help me plan some fun just hangout activities. Yeah, great idea, Kaylee. Ireland, what was that you were saying?
There's also mini tours.
Mini tour, we usually have mini tour in the spring where we have a whole day long and sometimes an overnight where we go somewhere. Last year we were going to go up to our friends at the North Coast Singers in North County and spend the day with them and spend the night at a hotel and have a concert with them. I know! So maybe we do that next spring. So all sorts of fun stuff to look forward to. Life is totally different non-COVID with the San Diego Children's Choir. I'm so excited for it. Oh my gosh, tours for Premier Choir. Should I talk about that for a second? So again, Premier Choir is the next level. Let me remind you what's needed for you to be promoted to Premier Choir. You need to be at Book 3, Workbook 3. You don't have to have gotten into Workbook 3. You have to have passed your assessment for Workbook 2. You've got all summer to do it if you want. You need to have shown me that you are a committed member of choir. Your attendance for rehearsals has to have been very good. Your performance attendance has to have been very good. You have to have been keeping up on Sight Reading Factory. And overall showing me that you can be a committed chorister, because in Premier Choir there's a lot more homework involved with reading music, learning music, practicing and memorizing music from home. So there's a big leap there from the workload. And here we learned two songs with soprano and alto. This semester Premier Choir learned a song that was in 8 parts. That's unusual. Usually it's 3 or 4 parts, but still it's a lot more than here, so you've got to be really confident with being able to hold your voice part. So as soon as you're ready for that promotion, then you can go into Premier Choir. And every single summer, Elizabeth, we go on a tour. And the tours alternate. Sometimes they're local. Last year 2 years ago, we went to Denver. The year before that, we went to New York City. Last year, for COVID, we had planned to go to Austria, actually, which is right next to Germany, for Beethoven's 250th birthday. And we were going to be competing in an international choral competition. That was our plan for last year. And the choir has gone to Hawaii in the past. The choir has gone to Italy in the past. I want to take a trip to China in a couple years. And we alternate again. We do a big international trip every 3 years. And then we do like a New York City or like a sort of continental North America trip. And then we do a regional local trip, which is like still overnights, but it's much closer to home. And so we alternate those every 3 years. And you should well be into Premier Choir getting into high school, so you should all be in Premier Choir long enough, so long as you stick it out with us, to experience at least one of each of those things. Yeah, Ireland, and I can take questions from you if you want to just unmute and ask questions, all right? No need to worry about waiting for me.
There was also that time where, like, we just literally went around downtown, right?
Was that your mini tour? Yeah, on mini tour, yeah.
We performed this at college.
Sometimes mini tours sometimes mini tours just take us to a bunch of different places, yeah.
But, like, there was one performance like this where we performed at a college.
That was your trolley tour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All sorts of different fun stuff.
No, that wasn't my trolley.
Okay, well, one of them you performed at different places, absolutely. We also the high schoolers usually participate in a honor choir that's led by the San Diego Master Chorale, which is the San Diego Symphony's main choir. And we do other collaborations with all sorts of other really cool choirs. So lots of stuff to look forward to as we go. Did my screen go black? Crystal, am I still here for you? Am I here still? Okay, got it, thank you. All right, boy, that's a lot of talk about the future. How are you feeling? Do you have any questions? Good, Mia's so excited. She's like, New York City, I'm on. Do it. We gotta go back to New York City. It's time. Crystal says, is there any specific age to get promoted? For you, no. You can be promoted at any grade. It's just all those additional things that you have to make sure you're prepared for.
Don't you also have to know your soul?
Yeah.
And to read music.
Yeah. And not this year because it's brand new to us, but probably in future years, I'm going to say something like, you have to have been able to do a level 3 difficulty on Sight Reading Factory. You can anticipate that probably happening in future years. Yeah, Kaylee.
For me, I'm probably not going to be staying after this semester is finished. It's only because
Okay, conversation, Kaylee.
All right, sorry.
All right, y'all, let's sing. Here we go. What does this gesture mean? Mia knows. Mia knows what that gesture means. Come on, y'all. What are you thinking? There we go. So last week we had some trouble with our percussion. Let's work on it. Now there are a couple people here who weren't here last week. Alexa, what group would I like to put you on? I'm going to put you on group number 2, Alexa. No, wait, who was that in the middle? That was group 1. Let's put you on 1. And Valeria, do you have a group? Yes, 1. Who was that that's asking? Is that Valentina Tovar? Yes. Number 2. Anna, number 3. Chandler, number 2 for you. Okay, here we go. So number 1 again is just repeating. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. That's that one. Just repeating it over and over again. Clapping on 3. That's number 1. If you're number 2, what do? What is number 2? Dara's on it. Sunrise, sunrise, oh yonder. What does number 3 do? Olivia's on it. Yonder, 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 yonder. Now last week we moved our bodies to be near people who were in our part. Number 1s, raise your hands.
Wait, what?
Number 2s, raise your hands.
Oh.
Number 3s, raise your hands.
Wait, I'm for number 1.
Uh-oh, wait a second. Now we need to move somebody. Alexa, hang on. Number 1s, raise your hand again. That's too many now. Number 2s, raise your hand. Number 3s. No, wait, who sang with you last week, Olivia? It wasn't just you. It was who? Oh, Sam. Okay, Alexa, you're number 3 now, right? 3? You're 3 now, Alexa. Okay, let's have Dara and Alexa switch places. Go quickly. Don't take your stuff. Don't take your stuff. Go, go, go. Let's have 1s, raise your hand again. Let's have Tabby and Kaylee switch places.
Do I need to take my stuff?
No, I already said don't take your stuff.
Okay.
All right. So Tabby, you're sort of like not with. Oh, Tabby, you can actually stand on that white cone back there. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, wait, do I
There we
go
go.
back now?
Alexa, stay standing. No, Kaylee, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, 1s, raise your hand. 2s, raise your hand. 3s, raise your hand. All right, 3s. Woo! Rock it out. Come scoot closer, Olivia. And Alexa, since nobody's down here, you can actually come a little closer too. Good. Uh-oh. No! 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 Not again! Second time. Second's only happened once. My music fell in the water, you guys. Oh, bad. It's still darn. It's all right, it dries. It's just water. You know what's happening is the wind is blowing my sheets, and so my 3-ring hole punches are like being torn out. Oh, man, you guys. Okay, Yonder Cafe, here we go. Remember, what do we do first? What do we do first? We all sing together, Ireland, through the whole song without any percussion. Everybody sing together through the whole song without any percussion. That's how we start. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, and. Yonder come day. Nose and toes to me. No clapping now. Together. That's it. Keep your body facing this way. Only clap if you're able, right?
percussion once I start slowing you down.
The last time you sing Sun is Rising in My Soul, no percussion. Let's do that last, all the way through the last time. Yonder come day, yonder sun. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and go. Sun, rise, sun, rise, oh yonder. When I put my hands up, you stop doing percussion. Here it is. Do you see that I'm changing your tempo? You gotta watch me. Speak, sun is arising in my soul with my tempo. Ready? Speak. Sun is arising.
In my
What? You're going way out of my tempo. Sun is?
sun is rising. In my
In my. There it is. Do it again. Sun.
sun is rising. In
Oh, good job. I tricked you on that one. Do it again. Sun.
sun is rising. In
Oh, you didn't go to soul yet. You gotta wait. In my soul. Sing it. Sun is arising in my soul. Sun is in my. No. Sun is arising. Sun is arising. Did it go black for everybody or just Crystal? Oh, bummer. Sun, sun, sun. 1, 2, 3, right there. When you're stopping on the word my, should I hear this? In my. What do you think? What's the right vowel to stop on? Say it. Ma. Thank you. In my soul. Sun, 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 sun. 1, 2, right there, and go. Whoops, sorry, do it again. 1, 2, and ready, go. Much better. Let's do that whole time with clapping. 1, 2, percussion. Oh, sorry, no. Yonder sun, yonder sun. 1, 2, with percussion, and go. Oh, yonder sun, rise, sun is rising. Don't change to the S too early. Do it one more time. You're so close. Let's do it. 1, 2, same thing again. Go. 1, 2, rise, sun, rise, oh yonder sun, rise, sun is rising. Okay, there we go. That feels better. Nice. I'm going to ask you, we'll sing through that again after I sit by my window. Let's go to I sit by my window. Go back to your spots. Take your music out. You have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Show me that you can stand with your music. Big breath, and I sit by my window, the world passes by. Breathe out. See in my mind's eye, but I close my eyes, let my thoughts accompany me, filled with visions I. Now I want to hear you land on your pitch on the next page. but I didn't hear soprano, surprisingly. Here's 2 measures before. Try it one more time. I want to hear it nice and loud. Ready, and somebody's up here. That's not right. Try it again.
Because I turned to the next page and it says the wrong.
And go. See, altos, you keep nailing it. Here it is, sopranos. See the gentle bird. Ireland, you're singing alto. We're on page 2 if I sit by my window. You got me? Yep. Do it again. Let me hear the sopranos land on that note. Oh, I hit the drums.
Do the drums. Let's see how it turns out.
Let me hear it. And there it is. Good job. Nice and strong this time. Last time. Let's continue. Here we go. Ready, and up. Keep going. Trap, y'all. Some of you are thinking I should be singing lower than sopranos and my note is just randomly lower than the sopranos. Absolutely not. You've got to really think about where your note is. Hang on just a second, Elizabeth. Feeding the young, a sumptuous lunch. Sing that with me, altos. Ready, and feeding the young. Good, Elizabeth, what's your question? Okay, so Elizabeth is making a comment about the multiple notes. Hang on. Okay, here we go. See the gentle bird. Let me hear it again. 2 measures. Get ready. And sing. Nope. I hear this much soprano. Can I hear this much, please? I think most of you are singing the right note. I'd love to hear it confidently. And if it's not the right note, sing it confidently anyway, and then I'll know whether or not I need to fix it, right? Here we go. Big breath, and see, you got it. Let's continue now. Page 2, ready, and go. Keep going. Okay, freeze. We had to do this in Carmel Valley, and I think I'm going to make the trade to do this now as well. I think we're all going to sing the soprano part. That's the melody. I just want more confident voices on it. So, Facebook Live community, this is a song that we've just touched on here and there this semester, and we're just trying to get it up to the point where we can maybe perform it for our families. It's not quite performance ready. It's really sort of deep in rehearsal process right now, but because we've got a recital for our families, we just wanted to let them see what we've been working on, even if it's not perfect yet. If this were a spring concert, I would have said, no, we're not quite ready on this piece, let's not do it. But we're just going to just have it be a point where we can do it for families. Because I want more voices on these high parts, will you join me, everybody just singing the high part here so we can just hear it. This is the important part to hear. Let's hear it. Top of page 2, everybody singing the high note. C, 1, 2, and breathe. Bird sitting on a branch. A sumptuous lunch. Now, altos, I put you in a difficult spot, right? You've spent a long time learning your part. And that's really tricky, and now I'm suddenly asking you to sing a different part. So you're sight reading this upper line, but you're familiar with it because you've heard it a lot, right? At least you're familiar with it. Now I've got a question for you, altos. What do you think I'd rather you do? Choose number 1 or number 2. Number 1, do you think I would rather you get the words right and the notes wrong? Or do you think I would rather you get the notes right and the words wrong? Will you tell me right now what you think I want you to do, either 1 or 2? Sopranos, you can answer this question too. words right, notes wrong, or notes right, words wrong. Almost all of you are giving me the right answer. It's number 2. I absolutely would much rather you give me the notes right and the words wrong. Particularly because it's hard to hear words through these things anyway, right? But I can hear notes. So you should be paying much closer attention if you're doing this sort of sight read at the last minute. You should be paying much closer attention to the notes, making sure you're traveling with them up and down, just like you would when you're doing your sight reading lines in Sight Reading Factory. Oh no, Valeria! And just almost ignore the words, right? The words come after. Let's just make sure we've got the melody. That's it. You know what we're going to do right now? You're going to put your music down, and I'm going to put you in, I'm going to count you off and put you in groups and have you chat with each other for a few minutes. Here we go. Ready to get your number? And you guys go ahead and unmute and start chatting to each other right now. Here we go. Kaylee, 1, 2, eyes on me. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. If you are a 1, come hang out near Kaylee. If you are a 2, hang out over here right where Mia is. If you are a 3, come hang out over here where Elizabeth was. And since you're just talking to each other and you're not... Oh, that's too many 2s. Here, come be a 3, Elizabeth.
2.
Somebody else should have been a 3 over here. Valeria was a 3. That's all right. You can stay. That's okay. That's okay. So you can be a tiny bit closer together, but still keep your distance as appropriate because we're not singing. We don't have to be that far apart. Mia, too far. And what you're going to do is you're going to, of course, go around and make sure you know everybody's names. And then second, you're going to talk about what you hope to do this summer that you couldn't do last summer. Just take a seat and hang out for a few minutes. Go for it. Okay, guys. Are you all unmuted? Go ahead and unmute. We know each other's names because we see them. So, who wants to go first? What's one thing that you didn't get to do last summer?
I was gonna say Dora. Dora. At air instead of Dora. I mean, I've seen at air. Dara. Dora the Explorer. Dara the Explorer.
Thanks for bringing her for just a part. I love it. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, hang on. You guys keep talking. I'll be back. I didn't hear you.
That's not ironic because you're both wearing like the same colors and have like the same colored hair. No. Mine is strawberry. It's awesome. You guys are great. How old are you? 14. What? I'm 13. 13 and a half. One kid at the school. There are kids at the school. Yes, same. There's already kids. We're like almost at the point.
Declining. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, you have about 1 more minute.
He's funny, caring. I love funny girls. Supportive. Oh, what I guys like to do this summer is I'm not good. 10 hours in the car.
It's still sharing.
I'm so scared. Wait. Yeah.
I normally make it where it's sort of like exercise, but it's also and then you
Like I'm just trying to blonde hair, brown hair. He's 6'1".
We're going to come back in a second.
I know, there is a 7th grader.
normally you have like reference photos of
Anyway,
so you can see like the sneaker body.
brown hair.
I'm mostly good at drawing female bodies, but I'm good at
Mine's
a
brown.
little bit darker.
I mean, purple and green. I keep forgetting I have purple. My dad.
Actually, I was the guy.
Oh, I mean,
I sit by my window. Keep your music out, and let's all sing the soprano part on page 2. I think we're going to make this happen beautifully. All right. Whoops, here it is. Music up. Show me. Now, we're at our recital. We are going to be using our music. We don't have this memorized. And this is another one of those skills that we work on a lot in Premier Choir. We perform with our music a lot. Sometimes we learn way too much music to memorize all of it. So it's a good habit to practice using our music. And we need to hold it up high enough, like Nevaeh is, so that you can see me and your music at the same time. Ireland, you might want to empty some of those songs out of your pockets so that you don't think, out of your folder pocket, so they don't go flying in the middle of the performance. And I reminded you that in the wind, 3-ring binders are really helpful. Mia's having a much better, well, this is not in her binder, this song, huh?
It is.
Oh, it is. So Mia's having an easier time of it than the rest of you guys, because she's got, oh, and sing Tabi. Yeah, here we go. See the gentle bird. 1, 2, up high. See the gentle bird. Keep going. Branch. A sumptuous lunch she flitted to chat with a friend. No sign of fear, just merriment she sends. Ready and a family arrives for a day in the sun. My food, umbrella gifts for fun. They laugh, nap, and play. Joy all around. A day filled with play, life and nature's sweet sound. The next page. There's no pedal on this keyboard, right? Let's go to 2 measures before, or 3 measures before close your eyes. Here we go. And sing. Close your eyes and see. Oh, good, Elizabeth. With harmony. Back down. Time to make a start. Music up. Fill world with love from your heart. Sing your first note on the next page. Everyone's high and sing. Not that high, that's too high. Try it again. Ready and not high enough. Isn't this funny? I'll help you this time. Here it is, and someday you may feel. Let's do it one more time so you can get the note. Let me hear it. Here it is. Breathe, breathe, and do a check really quick. Did you flex your abdominal muscles just now right when you started singing? Did you have space in the back and the top? Yes, good. Let's keep going this time. Nice and big. Here it is. Big breath. Sadness and pain. The sun disappears. The sun darkens rain. Just close your eyes. Your mind stays afloat with visions, adventure, positivity, and hope. the notes right now. A world, 1 and 2. A world sometimes. Uh-oh. Less than I see. Just do that part. Less than I see. Ready? Less than I see. Good, good. Just make sure you're paying attention to that flow of notes. Some of you are going higher. It's at least several of you. I'm hearing several of you go higher on the word than you should. Pay attention to that. A world. 1, 2, and. A world sometimes. Uh-oh, that's it. Some of you are doing this. A world sometimes less than I see. Which is really pretty, but that's not right. Listen carefully. A world sometimes less than I see. In my mind's eye. Sing it. A world sometimes I see. Good. Do it again and continue this time. 1 and 2. A world sometimes less than I see. In my mind's eye. But I close my eyes and my thoughts accompany me. Filled with world will be filled with that my world, minor world will be. What is this thing over the word hope? Some of you know it, some of you don't. Help me out if you do know what it is. What is that thing above the word hope? What is this thing above the word hope? Can you see what shape I'm making? Some of you have ideas. Tell me what it is. This concept is discussed. It's not a rest. A rest happens in the music. Do you notice that this symbol happens above the music? It's above a note. A rest has to have its own space. Anybody online have an idea? No? Anybody online? Some of you who are piano players should know the answer to this. This happens all the time in piano music. Does anybody know it's a curvy, look above the word hope, above the music, and it's a curvy line with a dot. Okay? So some of you know what it asks you to do, even if you don't know what the word is. Chandler, do you know? No! We don't see these often enough in your music, I guess.
Is it that because it's a chart, you have to like show up?
Interesting. No, it has nothing to do with pitch. Here we go. I'm going to show you what it is with my hands. Watch. Filled with visions. 1 and go. Filled with visions, Wait, I'm still holding the note. Do it again. Filled with visions. That my world will be. Dara, what do you think? It tells you to hold out the note as long as the boss tells you to hold it out for. Tabby, is that what you were going to say? It's called a fermata. What's it called? Thank you. What do? Hold out the note. Sing filled with visions. 1 and 2. Filled with. Good job watching me. And that world will be. And then hold your music up until the end of the song. The song is not over until the music finishes. Music up. Okay, we got one time to do Yonder Come Day really quickly. Go back to those spots with your group. Quick, quick, quick. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dara, you can move over since we lost Valeria. Here we go. You ready? Caregiver. Haley, why don't you move up 1? Here we go. Everybody all together once. 1, 2, 3. Yonder. No clapping yet. The whole time, first time through, those no movement. Now here, with this song, you knowing what the history of this song is it important that we sound like opera singers for this song? No. Is it more important that we think about the meaning of the text than we think about the technique of our singing? Absolutely. Thanks, Tabby. Here we go. 1, 2, bigger voices. Yo, bigger voices. Everyone sway with me. Bigger? Woo! Nice and big. Big. Keep going. Big voices. Good job. Last time now. Here it is, watch. Ah! Sun is rising. Oh, you're way ahead of me. Do it again. Sun is rising. Last time. Here we go, and up. Sun is arising in my soul. You sing your part. Sun, sun, let it go. Sun is arising in my soul. You sing your part with them. Sun, keep going, 2 and let it go. Sun is arising in my soul. Thank you. I just want to hear the chorus. Thank you. Sun is arising, sun, sun, 2, and last time, go. Sun is arising in my soul. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, we get to work on that again next week, and we will run through Just Sing again next week as well, so that we can be rocking and rolling for the recital the following week. Unless you have questions, thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Everybody say goodbye to people in your group. Bye, people. Bye, person. Bye, people. Bye.